What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Porch up here, and I'm coming at you with another video that's a rant, a rave, a talk, a discussion, a ramble, a vent about America's team, dog hair, the Dallas Cowboys. So, I don't even know where to start. In all honesty, I have no freaking clue how to start this video. The Dallas Cowboys lose, and I'm getting choked up about it. Nah, I'm just kidding. The Dallas Cowboys lose to the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Philadelphia Eagles claim the NFC East title. So, what that unfortunately means is we need some help to get in the playoffs, but I'm going to go ahead and, a few times in this video, I'm going to go ahead and agree with the Ultimate Cowboy here, and that is we don't deserve to be in the playoffs, especially if we play like that. We beat the Rams soundly with the run game, and we only run the ball like 19 times, if that. And it killed us because we have Dak Prescott, who has a bum shoulder, and he throws it 44 times and he run it less than 20. What's up with that? And then, of course, we did have an issue with that Pollard fumble, which, yeah, would have been a field goal at least, because Forbath apparently is channeling his inner Justin Tucker, and he can make any kick that you ask him to make. And that's what he's been doing since he was a Cowboy, since he joined the Cowboys, I should say. And he was the MVP of the game. Kai Forbath was the MVP of the game. And without him, without his attribution, without any of that, we probably would have got shut out and blown out by the Philadelphia Eagles, because we don't know what we're doing. In all honesty, I don't even know what we're doing. I'm not even going to begin to fathom that I know that we're doing anything. Of course, you know, my wife brought up the notion that we are sinking on purpose. We're tanking just to get Jason Garrett fired, and that's not going to happen until at least the off season, because whether we like it or not, we still have a chance to make the playoffs, and that's if the Eagles lose next week, and if we win, we get in somehow, I guess, with a wild card slot or whatever. But I don't want to play the 49ers. I don't want to play the Seahawks. I don't want to play anybody if that's how we're going to play. That game that we did yesterday, if that's how we're going to play, I don't want to play anybody. I don't even want to play the damn Bengals or the Browns. I don't want to play any of those guys if we're going to play like that. If we're going to run the ball, or should I say lack thereof, running the ball, and throwing 44 times with a quarterback who is injured, whose shoulder is not at 100%. And you saw it a few times. He overthrew receivers, he underthrew receivers, threw it behind receivers, almost had a couple of picks that thankfully didn't happen. But we don't deserve it. We don't need to be in the playoffs if that's how we're going to play. Jason Garrett has to go. He absolutely has to go. I've been saying that Jason Garrett has to go for years now. I want to say, I was looking through my time hop the other day, and I think it was like 2014 or something like that, 2013, 2014, where I said, if the Cowboys win, we get a playoff spot. If the Cowboys lose, Jason Garrett gets fired. I believe we lost that game, and Jason Garrett didn't get fired then. I did read a comment the other day that said that Jason Garrett should have been fired the week after Matt Flynn and the Green Bay Packers just obliterated us in Jerry World that one year when Aaron Rodgers was out and Matt Flynn came in. I kind of agree with that. That should have been one of the indicators. That game where we iced our own kicker, Dan Bailey, against the Washington Redskins, I think that should have been terms for termination. I can count probably on my hands, my fingers, and all of my family's fingers, all the instances where Jason Garrett should have been fired many moons ago, and he still has a job, but hopefully not for long. And the coaches that I want And I did say so far the poll has been a yes, but I did make a poll on this channel where I asked you guys if you wanted me to make a wish list for the Dallas Cowboys for the next season. And so far you guys have said yes. So it looks like that's a video I'm going to have to make. But there are a couple of couple of coaching options that I would like. There's a couple of pieces that I'd like to get rid of and put new pieces in because they'd fit better, all that good stuff. There's a lot of things this team needs to fix. And in order for us to do that, we're going to have to hunker down and we're going to have to do something in the offseason, whether that be pick up a star free agent or cut a star player or what have you. But something's got to give, because right now we are a 10-win football team. Sorry, that just scared the hell out of me. We are a 10-win football team. And 10 plus. I mean, we should have won most of those games, whether it be the Patriots, the Jets. I'm drawing a blank here. The Bills. We should have beat the Bills. We should have beat the Bears. Like, we should be having a damn good season right now. And ultimately, I think it comes down to coaching, and we're not doing that. So what I want for Christmas is Jason Garrett fired, FG, as Shango says, fired Garrett. And when it comes down to it, they can only point the finger so many times at one person before it ends up not being a coincidence. It ends up becoming a trend. And that trend is Jason Garrett is not a good coach. Jason Garrett was given keys to the kingdom with Tony Romo, that offensive line, Des Bryant, DeMarco Murray back in the day. We couldn't get it done. We wasted Tony Romo's career. We wasted a healthy offensive line, because now we're middle of the road, it seems like looking up at the top 10. And it's sad, because now we have Ezekiel Elliott, who I think is a way more talented running back than DeMarco Murray. And we have Amari Cooper that may not be as good as Dez, but Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup are both fantastic wide receivers. Randall Cobb, who I don't think we're going to re-sign him. I think we're going to go draft somebody probably in the mid-rounds at wide receiver to replace Randall Cobb. Des Bryant said he wanted to come back. I'll take Des Bryant back in a heartbeat. That's no big deal. Jason Garrett, with him being gone, maybe somebody can hold the reins back on Des Bryant. Maybe he's humbled a bit. Who knows? The instances, they're endless. So I did not see this coming at the end of this year. I actually expected us to win the NFC East soundly, because I knew that the Redskins didn't have Alex Smith, and that was probably their only saving grace that they would have had all season. I knew that Eli Manning was on the decline and that Daniel Jones was eventually going to start and take over, and he did that. I knew the Eagles just are pedestrian. I did say the only team that I feared was the Redskins at the beginning of the season, and we saw how well that happened. The Eagles, pedestrian. They had injury problems all season long. They lost a lot of their star players, and I did see a lot of equivalents of the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Walmart workers or the Philadelphia Home Depot workers or what have you, because they ultimately didn't have a face for that team because of all the injuries. I mean, obviously you got Carson Wentz and you got Zach Ertz, and geez, we made Dallas Goedert look like freaking Gronkowski, Tony Gonzalez, a younger Jason Witten, what have you. We made him look amazing, because I think one of them was a penalty, but I think at one point yesterday he caught like 6 balls in a row against us and got that touchdown. And man, just it irks me. This team has a lot of talent, and the problem seems to be the coaching staff. And for years, Jerry Jones has done nothing about that. And it seems like that eventually we're probably going to get what we want, and that is Jason Garrett and a few other people on that coaching staff out. They're gone. See ya. Good riddance. Thanks for the memories. Whatever you want to say. And it just... ugh. Just... I have no love for this coaching staff right now. I haven't had love for Jason Garrett in a long, long, long time. Even when we were winning games with Dak and Zeke's rookie year, and with, you know, Tony Romo and the Dez Bryant, the catch scenario, I still was even like, this guy's an idiot. This guy is garbage. Why is he still coaching our team? And that was, what, 2014? So that's been 5 years. God, has it been that long? Wow. It's been 5 years since the catch happened. Or didn't happen. And we have nothing to show for it. My dad did bring up a very valid point, because Dak and Zeke's rookie year, they were on fire. I believe we were like 8-0 at one point, and then we eventually, you know, clinched the NFC East and then choked in the playoffs. But I got excited because, you know, we made the playoffs, and then I can't believe I can't remember if we lost the first game or if we won the first game but didn't win another game or whatever. And I was like, well, I'm excited because we actually have some people here that we can probably do something with this football team. And then my dad's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. And he said, what's the difference between Dak Prescott and Tony Romo as of right now? I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, playoffs. Where we have a new quarterback and we still have nothing to show for it in the playoffs. I was like, oh, well, you got a good point. So he's like, Jason Garrett's an idiot. He has to go. So there's that. And 2020 and 2021, if we can bring back 75% of the people that we have on this team, I think we'll be okay. If we can go in there and get more pieces, draft very well, pick up people in the in free agency, because I think we have a lot in the salary cap this year. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, but I think we had like $75 million in cap space. That can go a long way. So, what do you guys think? Are the Dallas Cowboys just doomed to be mediocre and be terrible for the rest of eternity? Do you think a new coach will come in and do wonders for us? Do you think we need to get rid of certain players? Do you think we need to get rid of certain coaches? It's all a discussion down in the comments. Let me know down below. Thank you guys so much once again for dropping by. Thanks for letting me vent. Thanks for letting me rave. I'll give my prediction for the Redskins game at some point. Jocelyn and I are leaving for Albuquerque tomorrow at noon. So you get this video today, and then that's pretty much it. And then Chris and I's pick 'em. We'll probably get that done probably tomorrow or this afternoon, whichever. All right, guys, thank y'all so much once again for dropping by, and always remember, my little piglets, call 'em pork chop. Loves y'all the most, so y'all take it easy, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Even if we lose, I'm still here saying, say it with me, everybody, how about them Cowboys? Bye, guys.